Welcome everybody to, I was going to say like pre-season week 3, something like that for FC25. I honestly couldn't tell you at this point. I feel like everybody is just ready for the new game and we're basically just desperate for it at this stage. I was actually going to do some FC25 and then go into like a Crash Bandicoot or something like that today, or Elden Ring. However, I injured myself at golf, so not really sure that I can do those kind of games without it hurting my thumb even more. So, genius from me, and great. It is what it is. I've also just I believe that we are live on TikTok and everything like that. But it also said my TikTok live access is like revoked or something, but I think it's live on there, so I don't understand what on earth it's saying at all. Bizarre. But hey ho, hopefully everyone's had a good day. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the stream. We've just finished off a squad battles game because I'm doing objectives and evos that will help us get stuff in FC26. So today, I have got, there's a Jack Grealish evo done, just randomly. It is live on TikTok as well. Okay, well hopefully if there are any comments on there, then they come through in the multi-chat. If not, I can't see them because it just isn't working properly. Sorry. Yeah, we got a random Ola Aina one. I finished the Road to FC26 Evo, which was Vardy, and I'm actually really glad that I put him through a set of 3 Evos because it feels like EA, they're done when it comes to Evo. Like the game, they're over it, right? They're not adding any more, which hopefully that changes tonight and we get Evos that take you up to 99 rated that are free. If not, what on earth are you doing? But the main thing is, with 25 minutes to spare, the club is yours. 1, to earn an 80 plus times 10 pack and a 5-match hero lone player pick in FC26 is done. So there we go. There is that ticked off. Lovely. So, pre-ordering FC a bit late for Icon. You bought it using Klarna for a change. Fair enough. Rob, I'm doing very well, thank you. Did I get a notification off Xbox saying pre-order payment will get taken out on the 13th? Doesn't look like it. Although it's... Doesn't look like it. No. Unless there was an email. How good is Coldplay? Unbelievable. Anyone that is potentially thinking about going to see Coldplay, do it. Absolutely do it. The Coldplay vlog is active. Yes. However, it is on... No. Not there for me. It's on my music channel, which... Get the link from my Twitter, right? Is what I would say to the video. I retweeted the first post and then it's a reply to the first one. So you can find it there. But I want to use that for stuff like that going forward. So I need to do the Club Is Yours 2, but that's fine. These eFigs Leagues ones I've not touched at all because they haven't given you any SP. I still need to do this, but where is all the SP? Oh, Christ. I don't think we're going to get 3 games done in 22 minutes. Oh, dear. I mean, does it matter? No. Not really. I mean, there's a world where we could get 3 rage quits. in 22 minutes. Do we try and do it? Why not? Let's just see how the first game goes. Oh, I can't do that, so it would have to be here. There's a world you could get 3 Rivals games done in Div 6 in 22 minutes. My thumb really, really hurts, though, so we'll see how it goes. You're off to watch it. You'll be back momentarily. Yeah, it's like 20 minutes. I thought it came out really, really well. It's going to get basically no views because that channel basically doesn't exist on YouTube. All I've done is upload a few shorts on it to make sure that it does get views and doesn't just go to 0. So it does exist, but it seems quite hard to find, even if you search for the exact thing. So, yeah. Interesting as to what comes out today, because we had no news about it. I mean, it'll just be more player SBCs of cards that most people have probably already got. Because they've been grinding the menus, or played those handful of gritty games to get the 99 picks, but they'll bring out a 99 SBC, but not of one of like the really, really hard ones to get, like an R9 or something. It'll be one that probably costs like 100k. But I hope that they give 99 rated Evos today. At least one. End off the year by letting people get a 99 Evo squad. That's what you should be doing. And if you don't, that is honestly really disappointing. Oh, I hate this game. Installing FC26 now. I cannot wait to uninstall this game. It's going to be great. You know what? I'm actually going to leave this and head into another one. Just in case it affects matchmaking for me in a positive way. Let's see. Let's see. 14 days and counting. Hopefully I'll reach some big XP so we don't have to do much more grinding. Yeah, I could really do with that. I'm so ready for the new game. I mean, it comes out 2 weeks today, everybody. FC26 Ultimate Edition. Blue, thank you very much for the resub. I'm assuming that's on Kick because I don't have a logo next to it. If so, thank you very much. Olin, I'm doing good, thank you. Hopefully you are good as well. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm just ready for the new game. As I said, some of you wouldn't have been here at the very beginning. I was going to do a second game after FIFA today, but I got a thumb injury at golf. So I don't know how well I could do something like Crash Bandicoot with the amount of thumb use that it requires on like slide and slide spinning and everything like that. So whoopsie. So we're gonna have to delay that for a day or two. Nice. Come on, we need 3 rage quits in 20 minutes. It's so optimistic. But it is possible. Oh, God. Rocksmith, no thumb needed. I mean, there sort of is. I don't... We'll have a look. We'll see what it feels like. I did think that was maybe an option. 99 Messi puts it wide. Okay, yeah, sure. How do you find the video for Coldplay you put up? Search Scott Bird, Coldplay. And hopefully you'll find the music channel. Which is where I'm going to do... I think mostly short form content of like improving and learning instruments and everything like that. But also any like concert clips, gigs that I go to, and any vlogs from those. The plan is to put them up on a music channel. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, neither's that. I hate this game. Oh, jeez. The amount of things that I'm pressing and they're just not happening is painful. But the channel is called Scott Bird Music. So... In theory, you search that and Coldplay and you should find the vlog. As I said, it's around 20 minutes. I think it's just over that. It might be like 22. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Can't be bothered with pre-season. Done the crafting and Evo. Consider club is yours too, as well. Oh, we're not going to get these games! There you go, Robert. Oh my god, it's not what I pressed! 2 weeks! Less than 2 weeks left of the worst game ever created. We're so nearly done with this pile of whatever you want to describe it as. Dear God, it's so close to never touching it ever again. The amount of pain this game causes. I mean, what are you doing? I've pressed a button and she's just stood there. Waste of time. Waste of time. Let's try another one. See if we get instant rage quits. From people going 1-0 down. Feel like they bring out loads of XP tonight. Yeah. You would like to think so. Have like 5 mil coins. And 100 plus packs, 85 plus SBC storage, 94 plus. The picks were cool, but massively killed the grind. Yep. Fair play to you, though, for persevering and grinding the game. I'm not. If we're honest, I'm not grinding the game. Hence why I thought my controller's broken, because he's just not doing anything. Or like out of battery or something. But no, it's just this game being this game. Move! Fat Lord. Oh, God. The thing is, retro... Normally, in the lead-up to the new FIFA, I used to do retro streams, where you'd go back and you'd play each old game that the servers were still up for, play like a game, open some packs, look through the club and everything like that. The problem is, nowadays, they take the servers down after like 2 years. So you can't really go back and have a look at your retro clubs and stuff, which sucks. But there is no world where I would go back and play a single match of this game. This game will never be reinstalled. This is my least favorite thing I've ever played. I've probably been been playing games now for I don't know. How young would I have been when I started? Maybe like 4 as a guess. So I've probably been playing games for about 27 years. I've never been as miserable playing a game as I have with this. Awful. But you think it's 5, not 3, apparently, for Rivals? Well, we might not get any done anyway, so I don't think it matters. Again, the objective doesn't really matter if we're honest with ourselves. Jesus Christ, man. Crazy. That was beautiful. Lovely skill. So I'm so desperate for the new game, it's not even funny. It's been a horrible, horrible year. The sad part is, like, I've enjoyed making videos on the game, but just hated the game. Like, doing some of the player reviews and stuff that we brought back this year, a lot of the collab stuff I've done this year, I've really enjoyed it. It's just playing it is a horrible experience, because everything you do is delayed and just doesn't work. So it's impossible to enjoy. Ugh. Will the change your country trick work for both PlayStation and Xbox this year? It's not a thing on PlayStation. It's not a thing. Just go forward, man. It's September. Just go forward with the ball. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. But I did slightly slip. IMO, this game's been bad since day one. The speed boost meta was a complete joke this year. No skill gap, just fast players. Turn, run, YOLO, first time through balls. I mean, they're nowhere near as bad as they have been in previous years. Where you could just do it down the line and it would work every time without fail. There were so many broken ways to score which took no skill. I do disagree, though. Just because something is like a broken meta, that doesn't mean that there isn't a skill gap. Because unless you learn how to do those things, then there is still a skill gap. You're a self-confessed Travella merchant. That's a ridiculously broken way to score. But you do have to learn the mechanics of being able to pull it off consistently. I don't do them because I don't know the proper angles and everything like that. I also just find it really boring, but... But you liked FIFA 19, which was broken because of the way that the meta worked on that game. So I'm surprised that you would love that, but hate this. This game for me, like the core gameplay of this game, I don't hate. I just hate how it plays because everything is delayed. Ever since Champs got introduced in this game, every match has delay. And it just makes it utter crap. It simply can't be enjoyed if I press a button and it doesn't work. Or like you press a skill move, it just doesn't register. I mean, how long are you going to take to shoot Dembele? Awful. KD, it was insane. That's a very fast 22 minutes you've just had right there, though. Would this game be closer to a 7 out of 10 without the delay? I don't know. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. It affects it to the point where I can't even think about anything else. Oh! Take more skill to learn. Glad they're gone next year. They're also BS. No, you say it's not a skill gap, but any game mechanic that you have to use properly is a skill gap. Even if you don't like the mechanic, getting good at the mechanic and learning how and when best to use it and time it and stuff like that does mean that there is a skill gap. It's like people hate goalkeeper movement and they say that that doesn't take skill. But it doesn't make any sense because you have to move your goalkeeper. And if you move them the wrong way, then you leave yourself an open goal. So moving it and predicting your opponent is a skill in itself. Just because the mechanics are stupid, it doesn't mean that there isn't a skill gap to knowing them and being able to utilize them. Like, there are, for example, speed boost, right? Speed boost is still a thing in September. But if you come up against a pro player utilizing speed boosts, they might destroy you. However, if you come up against a crap player trying to just speed boost every single attack and doing the same predictable thing every time, you'll defend it every time. So there is a skill gap to the utilization of even a broken mechanic. Oh, she's just not passed the ball when I've pressed the button. That's apparently a mechanic of this game. Ignoring button presses. Oh, Hullett's just stood there like a moron. You like to play realistic football, which never works. Depends exactly what you mean by realistic football, though. Do you just mean slow? Oh. Gary, I appreciate it. Will I try the book again in 26 or wait and see how the gameplay goes? I'm not committing to a series that requires me to play thousands of games before I know what the game is like this time around. Speed boost need to go down in history alongside La Croqueta from kickoff. That's utter nonsense. That's mental. That was pure luck whether you would defend it because they would phase right through you. I feel like you have a slightly skewed perception of these games because you play at the highest level. Right? You're always Elite Division and everything like this. So you see these things from the perspective of players that are on this game all the time and are mastering mechanics. But that isn't how they should be judged. They should be judged by how the casual player can use them. And as I say, if you come up against someone crap using speed boosts, you'll defend it every time because they'll get in this position and you know that's all they're waiting to do. And so you just hold back. But the people that are best at the game know when and where to be able to use something in an instant to exploit it. Oh. Christ. Travellas are an intended game mechanic and are actually in real football. Speed boost and taking off like a rocket is not real, wasn't intended, and if anything should go down as a glitch. Travellas are not intended to be able to be scored by a right back with 32 shooting. Travella shots barely exist in real life. Travella passes and crosses, I'd say, yeah, sure. But shooting, especially from 99% of the positions where Travellas are shot in this game, it's pointless to say that it exists in real life, because in real life, a player could just punt the ball past someone and sprint down the line as well. It's what Adama Traore made a career off of. Just, oh, I'm away. It's just as realistic. You liked and subbed to that channel? I appreciate it. Thank you. We've also got a golf one, but I've not uploaded anything on that. Hope crosses are a bit more viable next year. Yeah, I hope that you can play in like many different ways, but probably not. This Hannah Hampton has been unbelievable. One thing that has bothered you all game is when a playstyle doesn't activate. I can't say I really know of like loads of instances where that is the case. Yeah, the 99 picks from the Gritty Cup completely killed the idea of, like, grinding at the end of the game. Because everyone just got all of the 99s with basically zero effort. This Hampton has been... how many saves has she made? Crazy. That was the case in 19, so you guess you're a hypocrite. I mean, without being rude, yes, absolutely. You simply cannot enjoy FIFA 19 for the reasons you say you did, and then say that you hate 25 for those exact same reasons. Unless you've grown as a person, and you hate the person that you were in FIFA 19, and therefore you would have hated yourself if you were, like, what, 6 years younger and playing that same way on this game. In that case, that's fair. That's personal growth rather than hypocrisy. Oosh! Only ever seen a player score a Trivella in the box, never from 40 yards and from the throw-in line. Yeah, exactly. Like, as I say, Trivella crosses and passes, especially with, like, through balls, yeah, they happen quite a lot. From some, like, some of the best players. Like, Salah loves a Trivella pass. Yamal loves Trivellas. Di Maria, a lot of left-footed players, basically, seemed... Thinking about it, yeah. The majority of Trivellas that I think I've seen in my life have been from left-footed players. I've seen Madders do a few. And Quaresma, to be fair to him, was up there with the king of the Trivellas. Right, can you end this game now as it's 6 o'clock and we want to see what last gasp content EA are going to trickle down to us to sort of end off preseason. There's 2 weeks left of this game. Are they going to give us anything to celebrate that fact? John, I agree. Great vlog. The balloon show was sensational. It was amazing. Like, the smile that I had on my face throughout the first, like, 5 songs straight was great. I had such a good time. Right, here we go, everybody. What have we got? Apparently we've claimed rewards by backing out to the menu. Maybe they... I don't know. Complete your ultimate team with new transfer Thomas Muller and Johan Cruyff. You know what? Fair play to them. They did actually put one of the most expensive and harder to get ones in as the SBC. I think he's only one of 2 99s that I don't have. With more to come in the final week of pre-season. Also, this is it. This is the final week of pre-season, even though we've got another week after this where the game... Okay, sure, I guess. Okay. So there, yeah, 1 week left of this game. Plus, more carryover rewards with the Club Is Yours 3 Evolution. Offering an 83x3 and a 5-match loan icon pick. And don't forget the still live Greedy to Glory Cup. All carryover rewards must be redeemed by logging into FC. Yeah, that's fine. So, what have we got? Live! And it's live. Oh. I'm going to back out. And go back in. Spent too much on FIFA in lockdown. Lockdown, well, I mean, FIFA 20. Imagine, though. Imagine if the FIFA that we had during lockdown was, like, absolutely dreadful. But fortunately, it was FIFA 20, which was good. And then followed up by one of the worst games of all time. Right. We've got Taylor Hines. Once again, no SP available in there. Where is this? Why is this available for 12 more days? Oh, because they've made the weekly play 4 available for 2 weeks, even though it's weekly. So we're not going to get that. Who cares? Where is this? Oh, it was an Evo, not an objective. So no SP added. Oh, 1,500 on Engen. How on earth are you supposed to finish this? I can't believe that they haven't just dropped an absolute ton of this to, like, finish things off. Unless I'm missing something. I mean, I guess you could say this. But even that is not much. That was... I mean, okay. The question is... Angel Gomez, Matthias Cunha. 99 Cunha if you win 10 in champs. Wow. Power shot is a waste, but still. The question is whether this is the last champs. If they're saying that there's only 1 week left of preseason, are we getting a champs next weekend? Because if not, then I need to do this with the Leicester team. Surely they do one final one. But how would we know? I'm not sure we would be able to find out in any way. It's not like you can look at a schedule like you used to be able to, right? Okay, Evos then. The last Raumdeuter. Of course, they've made it paid. But the club is yours. They still aren't giving you a 99. This is the last week of content of the game. They've said the last week of preseason. And you still haven't given us a 99 Evo that isn't paid. That's really poor. Considering you've basically just given everyone what? Like, what was it? 25 99s. But you haven't given us one opportunity to do a free 99 Evo. I don't rate that. I really, really don't rate that. I mean, we'll put someone into this, obviously, to get our FC26 rewards, but... Man. Disappointing. Really looking into seeing them with your assistant, and when shown on camera, yeah. Exactly. Right. So, Johan Cruyff is out for 2 weeks, if you care. I mean, I'll do his loan. And then there was some Thomas Muller, I think was the other one. Where are you? Where are you, sir? I missed him. How did I miss him? Don't know. But 99 Muller over in the MLS. Cam or striker? I mean, it's a phenomenal card. It's just a shame that it's come so late in the year that no one cares. Unfortunately. People have reached level 40, but you have to grind player/manager career mode. See, that's crazy. I really, really cannot believe that they didn't dump a... I can't remember what they call them. They normally bring out like an objective group that has a specific name that is pretty much just an XP or SP lump where each thing gives you like 1,500. Something like that. I mean, at this rate, I'm not going to finish it. Ben, I'm doing fantastic, thank you. How about yourself? How about yourself? Always bring out loads near the end of the season. Exactly. Play 30 games, get like 15k XP. Exactly. But again, they've said end preseason with a bang. Like, this is it. Explore new transfer objectives. SP Chase, yeah, that's what they're normally called. New transfer objectives. Is that in, like, milestones? Oh, it means player transfers. This. Yeah, okay. But I guess it depends. The wording could be read in two different ways, right? Complete your Ultimate Team with new transfer Thomas Muller and Footy's icon Johan Cruyff SBCs now available, with more to come in the final week of pre-season. That could mean that we don't get any other player SBCs until next week. Next week will be the final week of pre-season. Or, this is the final week and we're going to get more players this week. In which case, why have you not dropped an SP Chase objective? But surely it is the last week because of... Where is it? Because this weekly play 4 lasts for 2 weeks. There isn't a weekly play 5. So... Ben, good to hear. Have they sort of just, like, flopped the very end of this game? It kind of feels like it, not gonna lie. Just need to reply to this. God, this thumb is painful. You pre-ordered FC26 Ultimate Edition 3 weeks ago, but it only gave you PS4 version instead of PS5. Is it a bug? I mean, is it possible to buy it just for PS4? How do I have 19 things in the queue? Oh. What? I don't have 2 accounts, David. I won't be. I will be running 1 account at the start of the year. There is a world that if the game is phenomenal and I love it, then I go for a 2nd account. But as it stands, that is not going to be the case. I'm only going to have 1. And I don't know whether I'll put any money on. I'm undecided at this moment in time. I need to see some money stuff and figure it out. If I do, I'm not putting much on. But maybe I'd put a little bit just to kickstart it. We'll see. Oh, Jesus Christ. But they're also, I saw on Twitter, they haven't actually clarified yet that points carry over, which is really strange. It said it's for PS4 and PS5. Yeah, then you're all good. It's like this, right? So, FC25 for me. This is the Series X and S version, right? But if I go to the store, then I believe I should somewhere be able to... Like, there's the Xbox One version. I should... Yeah, I can install the Xbox One version. So it should be the same on PlayStation as well. I don't know exactly how it works, like in terms of where you'd have to go in the menus to do it, but you should have both options. Loaded up the 18k last year, kickstarted your account, think you maybe rose-tinted glasses as you pack tradable during early week 2. Yeah. Notice people playing eFootball again, they'll ditch it as soon as FC comes out. Are they actually? That's mental. At least if they're playing like goals or rematch or something, sure. But yeah, that's ludicrous to be doing that. But yeah, I don't know whether I'm going to commit at all to any money. No, for Christ's sake. Let's see what this would feel like if we're doing a lot of like... It's a bit... I'm not sure if we can do Rocksmith either. The problem is gripping this with a plaster means it's quite slippy. So I don't think I'd... Sadly, we might have to give it a day or two for that to heal, and then we can do a load of other stuff, which is sad. Bugs and Nick are on 2K. Oh, like NBA. Oh yeah, did that come out today, I think? Pies playing LA Noire, and pros like Stokes and Grill is straight up on holiday and not streaming. 28T, footy manager. It's mad, isn't it? Like... The game is just so completely done. It's a bit problematic. I did it at golf earlier. I basically just got a bit of a blister that then sort of... I don't even know if popped is the right word. It split. And it feels like it's gone through maybe like 2 layers of skin and then stretched, and my God, it was painful. We still had like 4 or 5 holes left to go on our virtual round as well. And I just had to keep changing my grip so that my thumb wasn't actually where it needs to be. It hurt. And so it'll probably take a couple of days. We'll just keep a plaster on it for the most part and it should be fine. But as I say, it's kind of ruined the plan today because I was going to do some of this, look at what nonsense they brought out at 6 o'clock. To confirm that the game was dead, and then stream like some Crash or something. But I cannot do that right now. And yeah, Rocksmith was an alternative, but it's gonna slip out my hand. Aussie OFC till the end, guys. Dedicated. I mean, I do rate the dedication. He is mental for it. But being like the #1 name on the game, streaming it in this dead period, when people are looking for for like new streamers to watch, because they're the ones they normally do aren't streaming the game, he then potentially takes those viewers going into the next one. Which is why I don't mind streaming this at like the very end of the year. But it's also just grim at the same time, innit? Did you go to Sim Golf? Just a driving range. It was good, because it was just me and my mate, just chilling. Swinging some clubs. I'm just a bit crap, but I enjoy it. Because the thing is, when you're bad at something, the satisfaction of when you do something well is so good. So, if I'm struggling to hit my driver or something, and then I hit one flush, it's like, oh my god, I might be back. I might be the GOAT. Look at me go. And then chunk the next 3 shots, hook them all left, and dreadful. But it's always a lot of fun, even if you're not good. Getting on the course is even better for a round. It is, but it would just be a waste of money and time for me right now. I cannot hit my driver, and a lot of my irons and long wedge shots have been hooking left. Today, they were actually a little bit better. I finally hit a beastly 3-iron shot to like 180, nearly 190. And it was like, oh my god. I haven't done that in ages. And it went basically straight. It started a little bit right and came back in. It was lovely. I was like, oh, hello. So, for me, if I went out on a course, it just... The driver, as I say, I cannot hit it, but I'd have to try on some holes. But then even with the irons, if they're going left, there's no point in me going out to a proper course yet until I feel comfortable again. Because it's just going to feel like... yeah, just a waste. I don't feel confident enough to go back out there yet. Mini golf work on the putter, have some fun. It's true. It is true. Got some new grips, which are good and working better for you. Well, see, my problem... I think we've identified the problem, but I don't know how to fix it. So, what's happening is in the downs... Actually... Oh, I'd sort of have a video of it, but I don't know how easy it'd be to show you. Probably not very. It feels like a grip issue. Because my mate recorded some of my shots in slow-mo today. And one of them was the best drive I've hit in ages. Smashed it, right? 200 plus yards, it went dead straight. Even if I pulled it a little bit right, it went straight. But you compare that to the others that were recorded, and as the club head hits the ball, it goes so wonky. So it feels like the grip isn't strong enough. And also, the main problem I have is if your grip is like this and everything is straight, then by the time you've gone up and come back down, it's twisted a bit. And so the club face is closed, and therefore it's going low and left and is hooking, or with the driver, just doesn't get off the floor. So that looks like it's the issue, but I don't know how to fix it. So I'm going to have a look online, a mixture of like YouTube tutorials, ChatGPT, and all of this, and try and figure out what is it that makes this do that. And if I can fix that, I think I'd be in a good enough place to be able to go back out to a course. Because that is the one thing that seems to be the killer. And it is a problem. It's a real problem. Especially on that driver. It's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. When you play, you always try to hit it too hard. More about technique than trying to swing faster and harder. It is. It is very much that. And also, to be fair, in the backswing of my driver, the club's going too far. Like, it feels like I get to the top of the swing, but then my wrists go back as well to make it go too far. Like, I don't know, with my arm, that's probably the angle that the club's supposed to end up, right? With a driver. Mine goes back behind my head, which it's not supposed to do. So we've got a little bit of work to do on going to the range with just my driver and trying a couple of things to fix that going too far back. Maybe it's just keeping the arm straighter. And as soon as it starts to bend, that's where it should be stopping. I don't know. And then fixing that turning over of the hands, because that is the thing that's killing me. It feels like it's finally been identified what exactly is the problem, and now it's time to find a solution. Because from testing a few different things, if there's a consistent thing that seems to happen no matter what the setup is, and that's causing a problem, that's what we need to change. So, and it feels like it has to be something to do with like how tight or whatever the grip is. Because on a normal wedge shot, where you're not doing a full swing all the way up here, it doesn't happen. But as soon as there's like more power and you're doing a full swing with a big iron, when it happens. So maybe I just need to have a tighter left-hand grip, and that would fix the problem. I don't know. But again, finding the issue is sometimes harder than fixing the issue, if that makes sense. It's like if something's going wrong, but you can't figure out what is going wrong, when you finally do, you can actually look up solutions for that specific problem. But it's finding it in the first place, especially in golf, where there are so many nuanced things that a tiny alteration in twisting of your hands, the angle of your wrists, your weight, your shifting from one foot to the other, the angle at which you're going back. Is this elbow straight or is it bent? Is this going too far backwards or forwards? Is it going too high? Is it going too low? There are so many tiny, tiny things that can be wrong that completely ruin a swing, that finding out what you think is the problem can be really tricky. And I think that's why it's taking me so long to fix this driver thing. But I don't know how it would have developed to get so bad so quickly when previously it was fine. I'm really not sure. But we'll see. Might be worth having a look into grips. Could work better for you. I mean, maybe. Maybe. I think the thing is with these kind of things in something like golf, where there are many levels of equipment and stuff like that, right? Where you could spend £50 on a driver, or you could spend a couple of £1,000 on one. Trying to fix any issues that I'm causing rather than what might be the equipment's fault is more important first. Because otherwise, you might buy newer, better, bigger equipment, but you haven't fixed your issue, and so you still have the same thing with the bigger and better stuff. So working on it myself is the number one important thing. It's going too far back to bend that way. Hand grip will have to twist. Maybe that's the issue, pulling too far back. Because it's either that or it gets wristy at the end. As I say, like, it's a bit hard to sort of demonstrate on a small thing here. But if your arm's going up like this, in order for it to go back further, your arm can't really stay straight and go all the way back up there because otherwise you're going to choke yourself out. So it feels like you get to that point, it has to be wrists doing that at the very top of the swing. So the arms could even go not as far. But then if you're still doing your wrist, it's going to take it further back. So my next plan is to go to the range on my own with only my driver and record from in front of me and from the side. And then I can see any that do well, what did I do in the setup? Any that potentially go miles that way, or go low, or go high. What were the difference makers that I can spot? And we'll try and record it in like slow-mo and everything so we can really take it down and see little intricacies that might be different. So that's what I'm going to do probably next week, especially when this game is just, it's done, isn't it? So we can spend a little bit of time over the next week and a half, 2 weeks, focusing on a few other things until the new game comes out. But we will see with that. Nearly done with these. It's not correcting on the downswing, resulting in the club face being off. I mean, again, there are so many little things that if they're even just a small percentage off, it ruins everything. So it could be a twist, it could be an angle or something like that with the backswing that is the problem, or coming down in the downswing that is causing it. Jovino. There's one that I haven't packed. Could do with the Zico at the start of next game. Had him so many this year, never actually used him though. Yeah, at the very start of the year, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Seen a few videos on YouTube comparing Temu clubs to expensive ones. Say, for a normal player, not a pro, you won't notice the difference. Expensive clubs won't magically make a player better. No, they won't. There are some that are designed to be like more forgiving in certain clubs and things like that. But yes, if you give me Tiger Woods clubs, I'm not suddenly going to go from like a 45 to 50 handicap down to a 20. It's not going to happen. But if I do hit a good shot, that shot would be better with the better equipment. Like the driver might go further and stuff like that. All of those things. Like, unless you are skilled enough to utilize the equipment is mostly irrelevant. Again, like for example, some drivers are designed to be more forgiving for beginner players. There are some things that do matter. Like for example, the shaft of a driver, because of the speed that I swing it at, I was advised to go for a stiff shaft driver rather than flex. Whereas people that have slower swing speeds would potentially go flex or whatever. And like height and everything, all of that comes into it. So there are some things where the equipment will make a difference because of the way that you do things. But yeah, overall, it's not going to be the difference maker, really. Like, when I could actually hit a driver, I did notice a distance increase when I got my current driver from the very old one that I had before. But now I can't hit it at all, so it doesn't matter. Right? But when I did get it, it was going like 20 yards further. And again, maybe that was because of the stiff shaft. But it doesn't matter right now because I just can't use it. But it's so painful. But what can you do? What can you do? Could go out and buy Slash's guitar, but you still couldn't play it. Perfect analogy. Yes. Instruments are very, very similar in that regard. Unless you have the talent to utilize it, it doesn't matter what you get. I guess it's the same with most things. that require talent. It's why you see so many people start off in golf by just going and buying like a really expensive set of clubs, but they can't swing them to save their lives. And that's coming from me, who's not good. I love that you get like a coin for doing this as well. That's incredible. But like, I went into it knowing that would be the case. So I haven't gone and spent a load of money. The clubs that I have bought, I bought a cheap driver because mine was so old. And again, I was advised after having my lessons, the stiff shaft driver was something that would make a difference to me. So I went and got one of them. And I also got some wedges because they're the clubs that are like used the most, really. Like any short game stuff and everything like that, we're going to be utilizing those wedges. So getting ones that are better is going to be a difference maker, and I can get used to them and use them for years to come. Whereas going and buying a full new set of irons, it isn't worth it right now. But the wedges, I'm really, really happy with them. And if I improved overall, then maybe I'd also get like matching irons to go with the wedges and stuff like that. But not yet. Not yet. But this is why we've created like the golf channel and stuff like that, so that going forward I can show my progress, hopefully going from this guy that can barely get a driver shot off the floor at this stage to maybe some good quality golf videos. And if not, then we'll just be like that Hoisey on TikTok, where we play on the fact that we're crap, and that's part of the content. We'll see. If you have a crap guitar but you're talented, you can still make the guitar sound amazing. Exactly. And the same, like, if you gave Scotty Scheffler or Bryson DeChambeau my clubs, he'd make them work. It's not a club's problem. They won't do as well as his. Like, he wouldn't be able to hit my driver as far as his, because it's not as good and it's not as new and it's not got the technology and everything like that. But he'd still be able to hit it comfortably further than I ever have, because he has the talent. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dreadful. And that's what it comes down to. Oh, we got a new level. Oh, we must have like done enough SBCs to get the weekly objective or whatever it is done. Right, let's open up these 88s, and then I think that's it for all my packs in the store. Memory Alley, hello! How's it going? You ready for FC26? I am. I can't wait to uninstall this piece of garbage. Go on the footies. That's just with everything in life, though. It is. Look at this, by the way. Where has this, Oh, he's changed. I don't know if the video is on my channel or James's. Like, we both we recorded a video each on yesterday. That video should be going out tomorrow. Upamecano walked out of a pack. It wasn't him. It's the only way I can explain it. Oh, and I can't remember whose, whether it was my footage or his. Because if it was mine, I could find the pack, but he walked out of something. He had like this massive beard, and I swear he had like braided hair. We were both so confused. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, though. It's just going to be a random, like, one single pack. It might not even be in my footage. A new start is needed. It is. I'm ready to uninstall the game. Unfortunately, I still have some objectives that I need to do to try and earn the stuff for FC26. If they didn't exist, this game would not still be installed. But I do, sadly, still have a reason to play. Yeah. But we're nearly there. So my plan in terms of like uploading, streaming, etc. this game between now and FC26 is I will be doing what I need to do in terms of FC26 objectives, evos, stuff that will earn me stuff in the new game, I will do. Outside of that, I will continue to finish off any evos that I've got to do purely for one reason, and that is to do one final FUT Champs with the Leicester team. I'm assuming there is going to be a Champs weekend next week. That is the plan for when I would utilize that team. And that would be the last thing that I do on this game. We'd finish Champs and we would uninstall the game immediately after opening up the rewards that are probably going to be absolutely garbage. But that's what I will do. A 1 of 5 86 plus pick is 250k. Are you mental? Tradable 20 times 85 for 315k. Go on then, let's end off this stream with an absolute monster. And then I can go and get some food and start editing that video to upload for you. We've also got another video that I'm editing for the football channel as well. If you haven't already, go and check out the Coldplay vlog that's on my music channel that is just going to be used for sporadic music content as it stands. In 2026, when I'm doing more guitar and keyboard and stuff like that, you'll probably get more stuff going up on there, short form content of me learning songs or improving at them, performing them. I would love to do those kind of videos where, let's say we're doing, what's an example? Wonderwall, right? I'll do lead guitar, rhythm guitar, drums, keyboard, vocals on an instrument. I don't know. Maybe I need to pick up a bass guitar at some point to do the bass line. I'd love to do a video where I'm doing all the parts because I think those are amazing. And I can play different instruments, so I'd like to potentially use that for something and learn songs and get better at all of them. So, yeah. Go and search Scott Bird Music Coldplay Vlog. Something like that on YouTube. And you should be able to find it right there. Let's open up this pack, though. And see if we get anything in it. Bosch. Team of the season. Not footies. Tots Pateas. Oh, Team of the Year Pateas. And Team of the Season Tar. Let me get a link to the video, and then you can find the channel via the video. Oh, okay. For some reason, it's not paused or muted. Here you go. Bosch. So, yeah. You can check that out, and that would be amazing. I do plan on doing a watch-along for the England game on the footy channels, yes. However, I'm a little bit concerned. So when I go live, like I went live today, and the last time I went live, it said that I didn't have... Oh, I forgot this was a wildly expensive tradable pack. I got a message pop up saying that like I didn't have access to live stream, but I don't understand why that is. But now I'm thinking about it, I wonder if it's because the last time I linked my TikTok to be able to stream, I logged into the football one, and we did the transfer deadline day stream. But that stream didn't get taken down or anything like that, so I don't know how it would have resulted in anything wrong. So I do need to check that it's going to be possible. But the plan would be on the football TikTok and YouTube channels to do the England watch along. Yes. And I want to try out my TikTok layout for watch alongs, which I've not fully put together completely yet, but we'll get that done tonight ahead of that tomorrow, which is at 5 o'clock. I thought it was a lot later than that, so it's kind of scuppered the rest of the day plans, but it is what it is. Right, 315k, let's do one more of these. We get a footies. Is it going to be a 99? If not, who cares? No, it's not. But does that mean there's 2 in here? Here we go. Oh. It does, but neither of them are worth anything. Yeah. I mean, you basically have to pack a 99 at this stage for it to have any value, don't you? So there we go. We get 129,000 coins back from that. And that is going to be it for today. We will hopefully have a thumb recovery before we start to play some other games again very, very soon. And tomorrow, I'll try and do that watch along for the England game. If for some reason it is a bit broken and it doesn't let me stream on TikTok, then would I just stream it on the Footy YouTube channel? I think so. Just for like consistency's sake, I think so. Because we don't want to be hopping people between channels when we're doing content that should only be on the football one. So, yeah, that's how we'll do it. I'll update you, but that game kicks off at 5, so the plan would probably be to go live at like 4:30, somewhere between 4:30 and 4:45, and make sure that everything looks okay on screen and all of that. So, cheers for being a part of it today. I know this game is dead, and we're all just ready for the next one, but hopefully we can survive for just 2 more weeks until that happens. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. I will be live over the weekend, of course, doing that watch-along. Well, hopefully. And then probably on Sunday streaming something else. Whether it is some Crash Bandicoot, whether it's some Elden Ring, Rocksmith. I don't know. It depends on how this is feeling. Hopefully it's close, if not back to normal. So, yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Cheers once again for all of your love, support, and generosity. You guys are the absolute best. I'll see you guys soon in a bit. That button doesn't work. There we go. In a bit, everybody.